Welcome to the Fit and Free Show with me. I'm ZGALA, the Art Angel. This is the Head Hutt Mega-Sculpture, looking pretty this time of day. And today I want to do some hand, arm, and shoulder stretches, maybe some neck stretches too. And as usual, I invite you to join me to whatever degree feels good in your body. I like to always remind you and me that there's not one way. You don't have to brush your hair or put on any special outfit or follow any special routine, but it is best to listen to your own body, follow your own lead, and don't do anything that you don't feel like doing. All that said, if you see me looking around bewildered, it's because I'm looking for mosquitoes that are after me this time of day. And I'm gonna check in with my own body. Hopefully you'll check in with your own body. I'm watching the light change right before my eyes here. Let's start off with a couple of nice deep breaths. I'm actually gonna get off my feet and sit down cross-legged. Let's see if we can adjust this just a little bit on the fly. I don't know if that's any better. Oh, I can scooch back just a little bit. Maybe you can see more of what I'm doing. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get for today. Let's start off by just rooting the sits bones or the bottom of the body into the center of the earth, the top of the body into the center of the universe. And just kind of checking in with the spine, nice and straight spine. And I'm going to start with some hand rotations, just little circles, just checking in with the fingers, maybe stretching the fingers out. Let's go one way and then the other way. Again, there's not one way. It's just about seeing how your body's doing, seeing how different things feel, seeing how the two sides feel different, how they feel the same. And if you're anything like most of us, maybe you've been using your fingers and they could use a little break, a little stretch. I'm gonna wing these arms back because that's kind of part of that whole thing, is that we tend to crunch up in the front. So it's a good idea to just wing those arm wings back, maybe wiggle them around a little bit. I'm gonna bring hands to elbow, or hands to shoulders rather, and circle these elbows. This is kind of turning into my little, medium, and large sequence, which I do in many different ways. It's just a good kind of format or structure to help get some variety into the movements. And again, we'll go one way and then the other way, just drawing circles with those elbows, and then we might as well do some big circles with the whole arms. Could add the breath if you want to get fancy and breathe in on the way up and exhale on the way down. Let's go the other way. Let's wiggle those shoulders around, back and forth, up and down, kind of just loosening all that up. Shake the hands out. I'm noticing I got some of my bracelets on one hand and I'm missing my main bracelet. I must have forgot to put it on this morning. That happens some mornings. It's been kind of one of those days. You have one of those. It's not, I don't mean that like one of those days, like a bad day, but just one of those days where you forget to put your bracelet on in the morning because you're distracted or getting a late start or just not feeling quite on your game. It happens. Happens to the best of us, all of us, and the rest of us. Let's bring one arm across the body and do a little extra stretching for good measure. Just wiggling that shoulder up and down and maybe around. In fact, if you can use the other arm to rotate the arm that you're stretching, trying to relax that stretched arm as much as possible. Give it a different kind of stretch. Let's do that with the other side. Again, wiggling it up and down, using itself to do that, and then trying to wiggle it around using the other arm. Maybe get them both involved. Just see how those feel a little bit different, each variety, each variation. Just noticing there's not one right way. It's just about moving the body, listening to the body, seeing if the body has anything to say today. I like to go high, medium, and low on that stretch across. Let's bring the arms behind the back and lift them up and back, curling forward. Rotating those shoulder blades towards each other. Everything's tight back there today. Shake all that out. Let's add a little neck stretching while we're here. Maybe bringing the chin toward the chest. Again, checking in with the spine, nice and long through the spine. There's those mosquitoes. Just a gentle stretch down. You can add the hands if you want, but just gently, not to crunch the neck, just to encourage a little extra stretch. And the same with up. Again, you don't want to go back necessarily, but just lifting the chin. And it's not a crunch, and do make sure you listen to your own body, but if it feels right, you can just encourage a little more lifting by using your hands. I gotta remember to drop the shoulders as I do that. And coming back to center. Let's go over to one side, and again, just use an arm, not to crank it over, just to encourage a little extra. Use this other arm to just encourage a little extra relaxing on that side. Give it a nice little squeeze if that feels right. I'm gonna alternate a little bit, chin to shoulder, ear to shoulder, few times, and then coming back to center again, shaking that out. And let's go to the other side. Noticing how the two sides are different. I got quite a good hitch in my giddy up, as I call it, over on this side. Trying to relax that shoulder, just encouraging the head over to that side, and then maybe using the opposite hand to remind those muscles that it's okay to let go. It's okay to add a little stretch there. Give them a little extra love, a little squeeze maybe. Definitely got some tension in there. I'm gonna alternate again. Chin to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Chin to shoulder, ear to shoulder. If you want to, you can touch the two, but it doesn't have to be that extreme. In fact, I can't touch my ear to my shoulder unless I bring my shoulder up, which I'm trying to relax down, so. Coming back to center, shake that out again. Let's add a little spinal twist for good measure. I'm gonna scooch back just a little bit more again, and bringing the right hand to the left knee, bringing the left hand behind the body, and starting with the pelvis, and then through the spine, through the shoulders, looking behind, nice spinal twist. Just checking in with the whole thing, wringing it out a little bit, and then unwinding from the top to the bottom, starting with the eyes, the neck, the torso, and the pelvis. Shake that out. Let's bring left hand over to right knee, right hand behind the body, and again, I'm using those hands to help create a little torque. Moving through the pelvis, through the spine, with the shoulders, with the eyes, adding a nice spinal twist. Just giving everybody a wringing out in the other direction. And then again, unwinding from the top to the bottom, coming back to center. Shake that all out. Let's finish that off with just a little more arm, fingers, circles, little finger circles. My hands are talking to me today. Could add a little extra stretch of these hands on the wrists. Pulling the thumb toward the wrist is another good stretch there. Probably doing that a little bit slower might be good. Again, I'm just kind of holding that thumb, pulling it toward the wrist. Do be mindful of your own body. Just do what feels right to you today. I'm gonna maybe just pull on each individual finger, again, gently, not too hard, just checking in with everybody, one finger at a time. Shake that out. Let's go to the other side, one finger at a time. Just again, noticing how the two sides are different, how the different fingers are different, how they're the same. I notice I got some inflammation in a couple of those that stands out. Let's take a few breaths just to send love through the whole body and appreciate that we're in our bodies. I like to send my body a little bit of gratitude for carrying me around, allowing me to live this life. Maybe just a little bit of extra listening, see if there's anything the body wants me to notice. Giving it a few nice deep breaths. Breathing in gratitude and breathing out gratitude. Expanding the belly on the breath in and pushing the air out with the diaphragm on the exhale. There you have it, a nice quick body check, upper body stretch. I'm gonna give the lower body just a quick acknowledgement since I've had these legs all folded up there, sitting on my butt most of the day. I might do another session rolling around on the ground, but I see the lighting's getting iffy in here as we speak, as I speak. I want to remind you to like and subscribe, remind you to love yourself however you are. You're enough exactly as you are, and you can also probably do a little bit more than you think. I thank you for stopping by. I thank you if you do like and subscribe. I thank you for being you and let me be me. I hope you will stay curious and courageous and get more fit so you can be more free. Till next time, I'll be seeing you. Ciao for now.